Hello everyone, my name is Charles and this is the Hawaii Volcano Watch Report. In this edition of the Watch Report, I will be discussing the ongoing eruption of the Kilauea volcano. For those that are just joining us, the Kilauea volcano began erupting again on December 20th around 9:30 p.m. 3 volcanic vents opened up inside the Halemaumau pit crater, only one of which is still active at this time. This crater is where the water lake began to form after the 2018 eruption came to an end. However, within approximately 30 minutes, the erupting lava boiled away the water lake that was once the center of these reports. Now it would seem our focus, for now, will be on the brand new and vast lava lake that took the place of the water lake. Now be sure to watch the complete report to find out what I think could be the outlook for this current eruption. To move on, I will take a look at the information provided by the USGS. Based on the report posted on December 27, 2020 at 8:53 a.m., the west vent continues to erupt lava into the new lava lake within the crater. There were 2 narrow channels still visible. However, they showed a reduction in the volume of lava flowing into the lake. The new lava lake in the crater has not changed very much in the last 24 hours. On the morning of the 27th, the lava lake's depth was about 177 meters or 581 feet. That puts the lava surface around 408 meters or 1,340 feet below the south rim of the crater. Simultaneously, the lake's volume remains at about 21 million cubic meters, 27 million cubic yards, or 4.8 billion gallons. That means there is a lot of lava at the bottom of that crater, which far surpasses the amount of water that was once there. Using a current thermal map, they could determine the lake's surface dimensions to be around 790 by 520 meters or 2,592 by 1,706 feet, or a total area of 72 acres. Based on my math, that makes the lava lake surface area around 12 times greater at 72 acres compared to the water lake surface area of about 6 acres. The thermal map shows what appears to be a narrow ledge that has formed around the lake. Measurements indicate it is about 10 to 30 meters wide and 1 to 2 meters above the lava lake surface. This ledge suggests that the lava lake level has dropped over the last 2 days. The island of solidified lava in the lake drifted westward and maintained a stable size over the last day of observations. Based on the December 23rd thermal map, the measurements indicated it was about 260 meters long by 115 meters wide, or 850 feet long by 375 feet wide. USGS also stated that measurements in the morning of the 27th suggested the lava island rose 1 to 2 meters, or 3 to 7 feet since the 26th. However, I am not exactly sure what they mean by that. If we look at the preliminary emission analysis of the sulfur dioxide rates measured on the afternoon of the 26th, it shows the rates have dropped to around 5,000 tons per day. That is down from about 40,000 tons per day measured between the 21st and the 23rd. It also shows that rates were also down on Christmas Day, the 25th, recorded at 20,000 tons per day. Finally, summit tilt meters continued to detect weak inflationary tilt, while seismicity remained elevated but stable. Typically, this is the part of the Hawaii Volcano Watch Report where I would focus on the summit crater and the water lake it contained. Though, now it will be about the lava lake instead. So let's get to it. This first image, taken on December 27th, shows only one active vent system currently feeding the lake. If you look at the center of the image, that is the northeastern vent. It was the most active vent until yesterday, the 26th. As the lava lake level rose and began to cover this vent, the lava fountain began to weaken and finally came to a stop. Oddly, around the same time, the western vent started to become more active. However, the latest reports indicate that the vent's volume production appears reduced compared to yesterday, the 26th. This second image is of the western vent taken the morning of December 27th. It remains active, but the activity seems lower than the observations in this overflight video from the 26th. The active vent you see here in this video is called the west or western vent. Earlier that morning, the vent had 3 well-established fingers of lava flowing into the lake, but you can see in the video, the middle one is no longer as vigorous as before. This next image is not a photo, but a graph. It shows the growing depth of the new lava lake between the 21st and the 27th. It is fascinating to see how quickly this crater lake has grown and developed in only 7 short days. USGS measures the lake's depth using a small laser rangefinder mounted on a tripod at the crater rim observation site. Again, this next image is not a photo but an illustration. This Kilauea summit contour map helps provide a clear comprehension of how close the lake's surface is to the crater's rim. Before this eruption, the bottom of the crater was 517 meters or 1,696 feet above sea level. The lava lake level would have to rise another 100 meters or 328 feet before it would overflow the lowest part of the crater rim. The green contour line represents that location on the map. Now, just for reference, the lava level was fundamentally rising 10 to 20 meters per day. However, between the 26th and the 27th, the lava lake appears to have stopped increasing in depth. Oh, before I forget, don't forget to show those 4 indispensable little buttons some aloha. Click the thumbs up, subscribe, bell icon, and share buttons before you forget. Also, check the video description for great links to my merch, Facebook, Instagram, and more. Finally, people are asking a lot of different questions about this eruption. One of these questions is, what does the future hold for this eruption? That is a difficult question that nobody, not even me, can answer with any absolute certainty. What I can do is outline the most likely probabilities of what could happen soon. I will list them in what I consider the greatest likelihood of occurrence first. The first most likely of the potential probabilities is the current eruptive activity will come to a stop after a short period. It will then return to what is accepted as normal background levels of activity, including periods of inflation and deflation cycles, including some minor seismic activity. The second likely probability is that the eruptive activity will continue and the lake's level will continue to rise and fall. This activity would eventually create a new, long-term lava lake similar to the one that existed before the 2018 eruption of Kilauea. The third probability is the magma supply could shift and begin intruding into one of the rift zones. I would say the East Rift Zone would be the most likely location if this was to happen. I also think it could manifest as a new crater vent in the Upper East Rift Zone similar to Pahoa. However, that same intrusion of magma could just as well travel further down the rift to the Lower East Rift Zone like in 2018. Finally, my current expectation of the eruption would be to remain in the summit area for the near future. I would venture to say any new clustering of seismic activity might identify potential changes to the eruption. These changes could very well be in the location of the eruptive activity. However, there is currently no data signals that would indicate any location or activity level changes for the immediate future. That will do it for this edition of the Hawaii Volcano Watch Report. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening.